Hello, hello. We are back in the channel. Thanks for watching. And yeah, this is Giorgio. We are back for our Christmas special part 2. And I'm really sad, guys. Well, kind of sad, kind of happy. because kind of sad because it's almost Christmas already and I don't have any more time to record, which means that this is going to be a shorter episode and we're not going to do a lot of things today. So that means the Santa's workshop is not gonna be finished today, unfortunately. By the way, we are back in the same beautiful landscape that we were before. Um, yeah, pretty cool. This time, instead of actually being in the center place, we are in this little building that I find really interesting. But anyways, this part 2 of the special, as I said, is gonna be a shorter one, and oh yeah, and I'm kind of happy because I actually have done a lot in the Christmas Santa's workshop village thingy that we are doing. So yeah, hopefully you like the progress, and I'm gonna leave you with some area for you to actually modify what I've built already. If you really want to, of course, the world download will be down in the description, so be sure to download it to check it out. And yeah, hope you like the video. Let's go. So, as you have already heard in the intro, I don't have any more time. Actually, it's already the 24th of December, so almost Christmas. And I know many of the people in the US actually celebrate Christmas on the 25th. And well, we do here as well. But we also celebrate, or actually, the major celebration is on the 24th, which means that I've actually run out of time to record this episode, so we're gonna make this very very quick. I'm gonna show you what I've done in the little area here, and we're not gonna build anything today. But I'm gonna show you how to expand this if you want in your own world, and maybe who knows, maybe we continue to do it here on videos. But anyways, can you notice anything different from last time? If you haven't watched last episode, by the way, I highly recommend it to you. It's gonna be up in the cards, up at the top right, probably. So yeah, don't forget to check that out. But anyways, what's different is of course the eyes here, the little bulky pieces of eyes. Um, I finished watching the last episode, and I thought, well, an airplane would definitely notice a perfect circle that looked so man-made. So I instead give it a bit of volume, kind of like random, bulky little volume of eyes, and I also break up the shape. It's looking way far than perfect right now, and yeah, I try to make it a little bit more organic, more natural. I did my best, guys. I know it looks. Oh, I shouldn't say this, but it looks like little poops that a dog left when it was out and about in a park. Oh, I'm sorry to put that image in your minds, guys. I just can't help it. Uh, but if I get my mind off of that a little bit away from that idea, I do think it looks kind of cool. I included some random little pebbles of ice all over, and also some little kind of like waves here, um, like tides, more like. And yeah, they kind of look awesome. I think. The only thing that I didn't nail was probably the randomness of placing them, and probably the flatness of the rest of the area. I cannot do much with that circle because that's where the tree is, but you already saw the tree in the last episode. So let's get to the new things. And well, that's the new thing, the archway of the eyes. Also, if you notice here, I included some pathways with the packed eyes that lead us to different places. The first one is over there to nothing. The second one is over there to that cave, and the third one is to this thing. And if we continue down this path, we can see that there's actually a fourth one where we built last episode the renting shack for the ice skates. Um, And yeah, it's not here anymore. So last episode I mentioned that we would be covering or well hiding it somehow, just as we do with the tree. And I managed to do that already. I'm gonna show you how to activate that in a moment. And if you remember last episode, we activated this tree with a lever that was somewhere around here. There's not a lever anymore, and that's because I centralized all the inputs into just one place. And if we notice here, we have a secret button that if we click on it, a door opens. We're getting some lag. Give me a second to try to fix this. Well, I don't know if I did or not. Hopefully that helped a little bit. We are getting how much? Around 110 FPS. That should be alright. Anyways, yeah, we have this secret door that we can also open from the inside. Uh, and if we continue here through this wonderful Christmassy tunnel, we get to a watchtower with an amazing stairway that reminds me of the Now You See Me movie. You know, with that spiral staircase that formed an eye on the top. So pretty cool. Well, I'm listening to a lot of water. I'm hearing a lot of water around here. Anyways, let's see if you can spot actually the watchtower. So yeah, looking at here, you may be able to notice those little parts there that are green. If we come to the top, you can not notice them as easily if an airplane was passing by. So those are windows of our watchtower. I added a watchtower to the area, which I think it's pretty creative. And yeah, we have windows here, we have windows on the other side, we have windows right there covered by the snow, we have another window back here, and another inside of the mountain range right here. So yeah, that's the watchtower, and it's accessed through this secret door. So yeah, we go in through the secret door, we go through the stairs. Here's a room that I'm gonna show you in a second, but first let's go up the stairway. I really like the stairway. So here we are in the watchtower. We have our little logo that I came up with. It's just a Santa hat, a little Santa hat. Pretty cool. And yeah, we have 5 stations where guard elves or warden elves would be kind of looking out in through the windows, seeing if any airplanes, any helicopters, or any stray people come here to disturb the North Pole. So we have different watching spots, and all of them have different tools. So first of all, the spyglass, of course, to watch out for any intruder in the North Pole. Then, if we actually get an intruder, they would come down and maybe shout. I forgot to actually place a system that would notify the people downstairs that there's an intruder. But yeah, so far they just shout down to see if any of the elves downstairs can hear them. Yeah, they have an axe just in case their shouting doesn't work and the intruder gets too close. They break the glass with the axe, and they grab their crossbows and fire fireworks at them because it's festive. They can also use the axe for more bloody massacres, bloody encounters if they need. um, and yeah, we have different stations. The main one is this one that looks out the window, the main window with the main area down there. So that's about the watchtower. And if we come downstairs, you can also notice the little logo down here. We can come into this room with the little warning lamp. We have the little hat once again, and this is a pretty cool room. Now, this room is supposed to signify some computer screens, some the keyboards down here, and these are like kind of lines of code because the Nord Pole is run by a lot of systems, so they need a lot of code, and they are monitoring here. This is where the nerd elves are, where the computer science elves are, and they are basically monitoring as well the outside. I I found this banner online and I thought it was pretty cool, and then I modified it and played with it, and I came up with all of these different mountains. Each of them is different in some way, and yeah, it's basically kind of meaning like if we had some cameras out there monitoring the mountains, seeing what's happening out there. And yeah, it's of course a little bit more effective than the guys out there on the lookout being analog. but still we need them, right? They are the tough guys with their crossbows and stuff. So yeah, here we have the cameras, and to fill up the space, they also included some paintings, some small paintings, kind of meaning like if there were other cameras inside of several rooms in the North Pole. I don't know. And of course, my favorite part, the little hat there. It's like if it was the Windows or the Mac logo instead of Mac OS. It's Santa OS. Pretty cool. And of course, some more warning lamps and a big red button. Now, what does this big red button does? Well, let me activate my free cam number one, and we're gonna position it right here. Now, I want you to focus on the tree, which you already saw. That part over there, where the ice skating renting shack was, this little cave here and the door right there. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna activate the button and we're gonna activate the free cam again really quick. So there we go. As you can see, that door opens. That door starts opening. This one starts opening. This one starts opening, and after a while, the Christmas tree uh, comes up, and also the one back here opens as well. These ones are pretty fast. I really like the speed. This one is fast too, and of course this is the fastest one. It's just a couple of pistons, and the one that takes a while is of course the tree, but it looks so majestic. I did some changes to the tree that will look in a second. um, yeah, I will get to them in a second. But that's what this button does. And as you can see, the block here that was red concrete has already changed to lime concrete, which means that the North Pole is open for the elves to play and pass the time, right? And of course, the door here opens so that we can get out. So first of all, the tree, yeah, I made some changes. The one in the last episode was looking kind of dull, to be honest. It kind of seemed like if the tip was cut off. I didn't like that, so I went ahead and made some changes to it. Um, I included again the big star that we had before, the four slime blocks there, or well, eight slime blocks there around to give it like a proper tip. Um, I got rid of all the trapdoors and stairs. They were causing a lot of noise in the textures, and I think it looks very cool, pretty nice. By the way, I did. Oh, sorry. I did mention in the last episode that the star would need an extra flying machine for it to work. I went ahead and done it. We're probably gonna need night vision, so give me a second. There we go. So yeah, I went ahead and included this new flying machine right here. I even did it to be self-returning with the lamp here. And basically, what it does is the tree retracts. It lands up in this obsidian formation down here, and the star gets like together with the last fly machine. We don't want that because otherwise, when we send it again up, it's gonna land on the. Or it's gonna get in the way and increase or surpass the overpass. Is it? Well, it passes the push limit of the pistons, so we don't want that. And our way to fix it is, of course, with this fly machine. We send it off. We push the star one block over so that it's away from the last fly machine. The fly machine returns, and the next time that we send the tree up, the star is ready so that it can be pushed properly. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You can check it out in the world download. That's gonna be down in the description, of course, as always. So yeah, that's about the tree. The little ice skating renting shack, pretty cool. You already saw this last episode. The only thing that I added, I think, was this deposit for the used skates, because you rent them, you use them, they end up very sweaty and gross, and you put them down here so that they get washed. And now to the new things. Well, of course, we open the door because now we don't have to hide it. And even though the security elves are in here, I think that as a utopia that the North Pole is, the elves that are not allowed to go in here wouldn't go in there because they're pretty well behaved. And if they need any help, they can just go in because the door is always open. And then my favorite part of this build, guys. This little cave right here, which is the market. It's kind of like a marketplace. I spent an entire day designing this. I think it turned out pretty good, pretty impressive. Um, I'm not a builder, guys, and you have to keep that in mind because it took me a while to actually think on how to fill up this space. The one that it was the most tricky to me was the ceiling. I didn't know how to do it, but I think it turned out all right. I googled some images of ice caves, and well, one came with diamonds, and I thought that's pretty cool. The androids I also took from the internet, and the rest of it is just me, right? Then we have the shops, which let me show you. Let me get rid of the night vision because I actually played a little bit with the lighting here, and I think it's cool. So the first shack, or the first store is gonna be the soda stand, and yeah, I actually found this soda machine on the internet, but I used armor stands and also some different stuff down here. And I thought it would be very cool if we actually use dripstone. It is also kind of dripping, so it's pretty cool. And I thought it turned out all right. It does nothing, but I thought of some applications that we could actually put into here with some redstone. Which, by the way, we don't have that much space down here because, as you can see, we have a redstone line passing through here. Maybe you cannot see it because of the darkness, but yeah. And also we have the door here. So yeah, but we could still fit some things in here. So I imagine this could be an automatic brewing system. This is a French fries stand. I found that banner on the internet. I think it's pretty funny. It's not the perfect banner, of course. It's kind of uh, straight, and potatoes or French fries are never straight. But anyways, we have a little stand here, or dispensers of ketchup and mustard there, and this is for French fries. For this one, if we were to add some redstone, I would add a furnace smelter that would harvest potatoes automatically and then cook them into baked potatoes as well. Then we have a salad bar. This is a self-serving system here. This is supposed to be pepper and salt. We have some salad, some glowing berries, some normal berries, some potatoes for potato salad. Um, if you want to grab one that is already pre-made, then you have several options here in display. And of course, where you grab your plate to actually prepare your salad. So I thought it's pretty creative how I did it. This is a smoked lamb, which comes from one of the traditions of my country. You dig a hole in the ground, you put the lamb there to be cooked, you fill it in, and yeah, you let it cook. I don't know exactly how to do it, but it's like a medieval style of cooking the lamb, and I thought would give it a more modern kind of look. I also love how this build turns out turned out because of the smoke. Look at that! It really encompasses the lamp piece over there. That's a mangrove log, which fits pretty well. And of course, he has the axe for butchering, the little smokers just in case. And yeah, I think it turned out real cool. And then we have a shop that was heavily inspired by a Reddit user called, let me see, Elegant Elephant. So yeah, if you look at his creation and if you look at this one, you probably think it's the same exact thing, but it's actually not. I really modified it a lot. It just looks very similar. And this is the magic supply shop because we're in the North Pole. We have elves, we have Santa Claus. They use a lot of magic around, so I thought, well, let's put a shop where they get actually their magic supplies and they can get their magic things. So this is it, and I thought it looked pretty cool. I even included an ender pearl as the sphere that teleports Santa Claus in the Christmas Chronicles or in the Rise of the Guardians. They use teleporting spheres, so yeah, there it is, pretty cool. And then if we come to the other side, these are like the stock shops, right? Like the ones that elves are pretty efficient, right? So they just came up with a design and place it here, and whoever wanted their shop in here, they just grab it. And then this one is a bit less conventional, of course. And then on this side, we have the rest of them that are not the same. So first off, we have the, well, you would think it's a coffee shop, but it's a hot cocoa shop. And I'm pretty sure I grabbed this design of the coffee mug at the top from the internet. I don't remember from where. I had it in a creative world, But here it is. I just changed the blocks here for brown terracotta, so it would be a bit darker and look like hot chocolate. So yeah, the inside is pretty cool as well. I kind of thought of those old machines, old big copper machines that would make the coffee, and put it here. It's of course for hot cocoa, but still, I thought it would fit. We have the big glass and the smaller glass. We have another furnace there for brewing the hot cocoa. We have our cocoa beans, and of course cookies, because we cannot drink hot cocoa without cookies, right? And then we have the bakery, which I also grabbed from a place on the internet. It's not the same design, of course. I had to make it smaller. I had to fit it to the style, right? So yeah, this is the bakery. We have fresh rolls every day, and we have some uh, bread on display. So we have the normal baked goodies from Minecraft: the pumpkin pie, the cookie, and the bread. The classic Minecraft cake, and then we have some custom heads. Which, by the way, the site is so laggy. I got it from the Minecraft heads site, and yeah, I had like 13 tabs of that open, and it's so laggy. My computer was going crazy. But anyways, we have a basket with bread rolls, and of course the thing that couldn't be missing, the gingerbread house here in the North Pole. And then finally the flowers and plants, because we are in a cold biome, so we cannot get them very easily. So elves come here to buy their plants. Pretty self-explanatory, and yeah, I think it looks very cool. So that's the new addition to the North Pole, and I really like it. And then we have, oh, by the way, this button does nothing when this is open. And yeah, then we have the watchtower, and let's actually see how this works. It changes. We we get a little tune, and if we go outside, we can see everything closing off as it's intended. This closes off. The other cave closes up as well, and of course the tree starts retracting. We can actually get to see the the fly machine, the new one that I just added in action. So let's wait for the tree. This is so cool. It's so satisfying to watch. Okay, the fly machine goes there as the rest of it gets covered as well. It pushes the star up one block. That's all it does, and it returns to its position. Pretty cool. And if we want to get out of here when everything is closed, we of course just hit the button, and that's it. But unfortunately, guys, as I said, it's already the 24th. So yeah, I'm gonna get to preparing for the actual festive things and whatnot. So I'm gonna leave it up there. And yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get as far as I would hope to. I lost a lot of time with the tree, and then I spent way more time than I expected in the little cave down there in the little market. But still, I think it turned out very, very good. If you have any suggestions, or you want to change anything on this world, there's the world download down in the description, and you can tag me on Twitter, maybe, if you post your creations. By the way, yeah, I did say that I would leave you in a way to expand this. So yeah, if we grab our axe, well, actually, let's not do it right here, because I don't know still how to use it very well. But if we use World Edit, I wanted to connect this cave all the way through here with a straight pad that I imagine would be like a piston bolt or a llama fast traveling system or something that will go straight up and then down here into this massive cave that we have here. And this is where the proper Santa workshop would be: the Santa factory, the toy factory, the clothes factory, well, everything else, the bank. I had so many ideas. And yeah, I realized, oh, I mean, spectator. I realized that was probably a, sorry, I was giving myself night vision. So yeah, that was probably a little oversight of me. Oh, I turned to a spectator. Because yeah, it's such a massive project to do. But here's the cave that I found if you wanted to expand it. By the way, the coordinates are up there. So yeah, if you want to come to this cave, maybe do a transportation system. We even have a hanging mine shaft. How cool is that? That I was gonna use. So, yeah, if you want to continue this project, please go ahead. I would love to see your creations on maybe Twitter or Reddit or whatever. We have the continuation of the Mindship there. And of course, the big tree down here. So, yeah, let me know what you do if you do something with this. And also let me know if you liked the video by hitting the thumbs up down below, by subscribing if you haven't done so already. And yeah, this has been Giorgio. Hopefully you have a great holidays, a great Christmas for those of you who don't celebrate anything. Just a great gathering with your family if you do that. And yeah, I'm gonna go celebrate myself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year, because I will probably not post anything until New Year. Thank you so much for watching.